It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Redwoods' superstar wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Redwoods and the Saints, and it comes your way. Next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Rattler working out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 12. Throwing is Rattler. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? To the air is Rattler. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll throw here out of the gun. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There's Chris Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Rattler.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Olave over the middle.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Williams.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
To the air once more. Williams.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rattler.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Williams.
Steps away to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air, Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, Williams.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw, it's Williams. This taken in by Kincaid.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Eluding the pressure right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw, Williams.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him at the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Redwoods have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Williams going to look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redwoods take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Redwoods are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Rattler. Wide. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's Williams. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Williams. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Redwoods get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The pass caught by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Olave over the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
To the air is Rattler. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Rattler.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10. To the air once more. Williams.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Redwoods add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Rattler wants to throw it.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They'll go play action here with Rattler.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Rattler.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. To the air, Williams.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
To throw, Williams.
And this is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
2nd down and 6 now. Play action. Now Rattler.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Seibert on for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Redwoods offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. Just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw is Williams.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action. Now Williams.
He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Williams. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Williams.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.